Okay, talking about quality, we have the concept of continuous improvement. Somebody has defined continuous improvement as a management philosophy of making small incremental improvements that can add up over time. It sounds really simple. We just try to improve. But many times in life, we don't do very well with our improvement program. Here we have the Deming Cycle, where we make a plan to improve. We try it out, we do it and see if it works. We study the results. Did it work? If it did work or didn't work, we need to act, which would be either to abort and scrap the whole idea, the whole plan, or adopt the improvement. So we make a plan to improve, we try it out, we study the results, and we act on it. If it worked, we want to harness that. If it didn't work, we want to just go back to the old drawing board and try again. I call this expertise over time, but also it's learning, it's the learning curve with notes. Because if we don't take notes on what our improvement was and our new process, so we start with our process, we want to improve that, and then if it works, take notes. Now, we could start with a benchmark. Our next video is actually on benchmarking, but we take here a benchmark on how well we're doing right now. So this is our current process and our current results. So that's how good we are today. It's just how good we are today at doing something. And then we'll start our plan our plan, we'll come up with a plan, we'll try it out, we'll study the results and act on it. Either adopt or abort the improvement. So we have that going on. So hopefully our benchmark is right here. This is how well we do now. And then we try this and hopefully we get an improvement. If we don't get an improvement, we reject the whole thing and try a new improvement. So over time, we have incremental, small improvements. I'll put an S there. That can add up over time. So here we are today, and then tomorrow we'll try this, and then we'll hopefully get better and better and better and better and better at whatever we're trying to improve. This could result in a competitive advantage. If we're improving processes that matter to people and matter to our business, then this little incremental steps could turn into a big one that would result in, over time, a competitive advantage. A competitive advantage being better than the competition in some meaningful way. We have something they can't copy us. Even if you showed them what we're doing today, by the end of the week, end of the month, end of the year, we'd be so far ahead of them because we're running, and most people are not running to improve. So you could show your competitor what you're doing right now. They'll try to copy it. It'll take them months to copy it, but while they're trying to copy it, you're improving. Competitive advantages can be based on processes and consistency, customer relationships. We've improved our customer relationships. We've paid attention to the customer more than the competition does. Our customer service, getting the employees on board. And what do the customers need, and how do we give that to them? A secret recipe. Over time, you can develop the perfect, most tastiest recipe. If you think about it, maybe you cooked something one time and it turned out great. And then you tried it again and it didn't work. It wasn't as nice as it was the first time. Well, that could be perception, but your problem was you probably didn't take notes on what you were doing. Equipment. Buying better equipment, more efficient equipment, learning how to use the equipment better. Our branding. There's people that are experts in branding stuff. They can make a potato chip, just wow, it's in the minds of everybody, and everybody likes the potato chips. They like what the potato chips stand for and all that. Delivery network. Imagine the airlines. They've worked hard over the years, perfecting that hub and spoke, getting the airplanes on time to all those different places, thousands of flights a day. They figured that out. Also, kind of on a competitive advantage can, at first, simply be having the money to invest in the equipment and vehicles and stuff like that to get the job done. When most people, other people can't afford to do that. Speed. You're working on your burgers. I want my burger quick. Improve your process. You start out with your burger taking 5 minutes to make. Improve your processes. Go look at your process map. See what we can improve on. Did it decrease the amount of time it took to create a burger? Well, take notes. Take notes. And then we have a new benchmark to work on again. Flexibility. A lot of times people aren't savvy enough to be flexible. It's just one way and that's it. Low cost. Over time, how can we cut cost without sacrificing quality? Or even, as Deming's chain reaction model says, we can increase quality and lower the cost over time, which will allow us to have lower prices and better quality. Competitive advantage. And lastly, but not least, management style. If there's a toxic management style, a lot of this stuff ain't gonna happen even if you try to make it happen. But if you have a pure management style, where we're customer focused, we're employee focused, we show that we care, that we have leadership that wants to improve, people will come along and help you improve their own little individual processes, which over time will add up to something great. So there we have continuous improvement. What have you improved lately? Did you take notes? Did you forget the magic of how you made it happen the last time? Well, it's important to take notes. So there we go. Continuous improvement.